Good morning, campers. Good evening, actually, today, because holy cow, look at that sunset. Let's make sure it's focused on that and not on my windshield. There we go. Perfect. Look at that. Holy cow, that's a view. We're in, well, we're not in, we're near Sioux Falls, South Dakota. Heading home for the weekend. Gonna go see Greg Proops. Not home. I'm going to my sister's house for the weekend, which is like home, but not. We're gonna go see Greg Proops and Jeff Davis from Whose Line. I need to move left. And that's gonna be fun. I think they've got a couple of other, like, what's his face from Kids in the Hall? Foley? Yeah, Foley. Dave Foley from Kids in the Hall is gonna be there too. So that's gonna be interesting. I don't know who that is, but apparently he's funny, so. So that'll be fun. I grew up on Whose Line, so this is going to be lovely for me. Ignore the weird satanic cow thing off to the left. That's just South Dakota being South Dakota. That is a statue not to Satan, I don't think. I believe that is a statue for the cow. It's just a cow statue. Just they love cows. South Dakota cows. Woo! Cows! It's kind of an interesting silhouette against the sunset sky right there. That's kind of cool. I don't even know if you guys can actually see that. That might be a little bit too far away. There it is. It's on the left side of the screen now and gone. We're not going to be driving too long tonight because yeah, I'm pretty sure it's just a cow statue. It does look very Satanish, so it could be a Satan statue. I honestly don't know. Which, you know, more power to you, South Dakota, if that's how you roll. But I assume it's cows because it's South Dakota. Yeah, we're not going to be driving too much longer. With the sun going down, I really don't want to be on this road overnight. It's still snowing in Rapid City, so the road is going to deteriorate significantly before we get there. And I definitely do not want to be doing that at night. The original plan was to deliver last night at about midnight, find somewhere to sleep, and then show up at my sister's house sometime today. But our plans last night got foiled by freezing rain, so I pulled into an old way station on the northbound 35 just before the Minnesota border, the Iowa-Minnesota border. So I was still in Iowa, where they used to have a way station going out of Iowa. It's now just a truck parking area. So I pulled in there and slept there, and so that helped. That waiting till sunlight meant I actually got to get to Sioux Falls in one piece. But it also means that we're only just now leaving Sioux Falls, and the sun's already going down because it's winter, and there's not much sunlight day to day. So we've already run out of sun. It's gone. It's over. We're out of sun. It's done. It's disappearing fast below the horizon. So I've got to find somewhere to park. I think I can get to Chamberlain before everything freezes, and then we can just spend the night at the super cool rest area at the top of the hill in Chamberlain. I can pull into an RV spot because I'm bobtail. I'm bobtail, by the way. I didn't mention that. I left my trailer in Sioux Falls, and we're just driving to my sister's house without a trailer because somebody left a trailer in Rapid City. I don't know why, but it's still sitting there, and Prime wants me to take it when I come off of home time at my sister's house. So win-win for me, because I get a trailer. Let's see if this thing can, like, stare at the sun. There we go. There's the better color, much better color. That's closer to what it looks like in real life. I just focused on the sun so it would darken the rest of the picture. That's a much more accurate image of the sky right now. It's very orange, a little bit of purple, and it's unbrightening now. That's sad. Come on. Cool colors. Cool colors. Easy. Come on. Give me the good color. Suck. It doesn't want to cooperate. There we go. There it goes again. Automatic phone things are great at skies, I guess. There we go. Beautiful, beautiful sunset. I really like the weird ribbing on the clouds. It's just because the ground is just rolling hills, so those hills kind of end up getting reflected on the underside of the clouds because the air is flowing over the hills, and the hills are undulating, which means the air has to undulate to go over the hills, and those ripples happen all the way through the column of air above the rolling hills. So you kind of see an indentation. You see indentations on the clouds above that reflect the ground that the air is moving over. It's very cool. Ripples from the surface of the earth being translated all the way up into the clouds. It's very, very neat. And I mean, it's not a perfect recreation of what the ground looks like, because the waves will be oriented in whatever direction the wind is blowing, for the most part. But it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. It's just like, you know, the wind hits the ground and the wind has to go up to avoid the ground, and then that forces the air above it to go up, and the air above that to go up, and the air above that to go up, and eventually you get the weird ripples in the cloud. It's very cool. The air is a fluid. The air is a multi-layered fluid, and every now and then the layers do cool things like that. This has been your lesson for the day in how the air is a giant fluid, and we are all swimming in it. The atmosphere is a three-dimensional thing, much like the ocean. Layers upon layers upon layers, and we're just like a tiny, tiny creature crawling at the bottom of it. It's also really not that deep. It's really terrifyingly shallow. Outer space, much closer to you. Like, straight up, I would arrive in space faster than I will arrive. Like, if this truck was able to just go straight up from the ground right now where I'm sitting, just shoot straight up into the ground at 65 miles an hour, I would reach space before I will reach Rapid City if I just keep going straight this way. That's how thin the atmosphere is. I will be in space. I will be in space before I would be in Rapid City. It's only like 100 kilometers up. And we're still 313 miles from Rapid City, which is like 500 kilometers. But Rapid City, 5 times further than the edge of space for me right now. Just perspective. A little bit of perspective. There's a little bit of ice on my hood, so that little clunking noise was some ice breaking off my hood and hitting my windshield from the wind. I am in one of those cool moods where it's like I am free, I'm off work, I still have to drive a really long way to get to the place where I'm spending time off of work, but I am currently off work, which doesn't happen to me a whole lot. Certainly not in videos. Most of the time in videos I am working, but in this video I am done for the weekend, taking a long weekend. We're going to be taking one more downtime in November. I'm going to try and have Thanksgiving dinner with my dad and visit my mom in that same trip. But I'm not planning to be there more than like maybe a 34-hour reset at the most total. So we won't be there for very long. So we're, for the most part, other than a reset at my parents. My parents live an hour apart from each other, so it's, you know, Thanksgiving dinner with my dad, figure out when I'm going to see my mom, because she's never home on Thanksgiving. My mom goes out hunting on Thanksgiving, so hopefully I'll see her like the day before or the day after. We'll figure it out. But actual Thanksgiving will be at my dad's house. And then we'll be back on the road for the entire month of December, because I like me my holiday bonuses, and I don't celebrate me holidays in December, because I am a godless heathen. So I can work all December and not feel bad about it. And then the first holiday that actually matters after Thanksgiving to me is going to be New Year's, which I'm not particularly attached to New Year's Day. I like celebrating, hey, New Year, woo, 2020. That's going to be a lot of eyeglasses places having good sales on January 1st, I imagine. But that reminds me, I do need new glasses. It's time for an eye appointment. It's time for an eye exam, 2020. So I'll probably find an excuse to take a couple of days off and visit my sister again shortly after January 1st or around there. I often try to maneuver it so that I'm not driving on December 31st and January 1st, but I've got to be available for dispatch in order to get my bonus, because my bonus is the entire month of December. I have to be available and not take time off. So ideally, we want to not be driving on December 31st. It's not usually too hard to manipulate that into happening, because a lot of places are closed on the 31st and the 1st. So usually I can find an excuse to not be on the road, because those are like the two most dangerous nights for driving in like the entire calendar year. I see more accidents on the night of December 31st than any other night of the year. It's terrifying. So we're gonna try not to be on the road for that. We'll ideally be parked and sleeping when everyone's out driving drunk around midnight. And then maybe a little time off at the beginning of January, but we're gonna be working all December. So that'll be fun. Also, I don't know when I'm gonna upload this, but Utah comes out tomorrow in American Truck Simulator. So I'm gonna download it on my sister's internet and maybe record like a video or something. Fascinating. Thank you for your input. Someone's very staticky. I think I need a new radio. Mine was acting up earlier today. Rest area. But I need. Yeah, Utah's coming out. So they did a live stream of Utah yesterday that I watched. Today is November 6th. Yesterday, November 5th, was the day I watched the live stream of Utah. And one of the guys that I met at GATS was on the live stream. So I got mentioned a couple of times. That was super cool. And they were just touring Utah. And I have driven enough in Utah that like 75% of the roads in the DLC, in the Utah DLC, are places I have been in real life. And every time they were on one of the roads I've actually driven, the scenery was just this constant blending of places I recognized. Though, I mean, at a completely different scale than I'm used to, so it was... But it was just like, here's one place I know, smushed together with this other place I know. Smushed together with this other place I know just down the road. And up there's a perfect recreation of the truck stop I fueled at last week. So, it's super cool. It's got the Elio Dare stamp of approval. Utah does. I've got a code to download it because the truck simulator guys are super nice and send me one. So I'm going to get that downloaded as soon as I can, but I'm getting it for free, so take my opinion on it with a grain of salt. I don't think I'm technically doing a review. I haven't played it yet, but you know, full disclaimer, I think that might count as product placement. I wasn't paid to say this. I just think it's great. And they were super nice and gave me a code. So I'm going to play the crap out of that, probably record a video in it. I guess I can't monetize that video because I don't know. I'll figure it out. Full disclosure. I'll try to record a video of me playing in Utah and then upload that to YouTube at some point. At some point. But I don't know how well my computer can record gameplay. I'll figure it out. Well, the sky is growing considerably darker. My headlights have now taken over the duty of lighting the road in front of us, despite the sky still being somewhat bright. The clouds are not helping, so I should probably find somewhere to sleep. And I will see you guys in the next video, which might be, I don't know when I'll upload it, but it'll be a couple of days for me, so it might be like tomorrow for y'all, depending. I usually use my home times as an excuse to get caught up on uploading, because my sister has much better internet than I do in my truck. So it's much easier to upload stuff. And so, you know, this might be followed very shortly by our first load out of my sister's house. And then I can talk about the Who's Line show. That'll be cool. That'll be cool. Thank you guys so much for watching. My name is Ellie O'Dare. You can find me on the internet at Ellie O'Dare, or on Twitter, Instagram, Xbox Live, Steam, Nintendo Switch, all those cool places. You can find me, say hello. You can also leave comments below the videos. Those are always great. I read them all, and I try to reply as much as possible. Especially, I just uploaded the video about the LeaseOp stuff from last week and got a lot of questions about that, so I'm trying to answer as many of those as I can. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and have a great day. Because I am, and now I'm infecting you with great dayness. So, you know, go have a great day. Doctor's orders. I'm not a doctor. But I bet I could find a doctor that says to have a great day. That's how that works. You just find a doctor that'll take your money, and then they say whatever you want. I'm not cynical.